Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, players all over the world. I am Sweepin92 and I'm here to talk about Guilt, the Deathless. It's a roguelite, souls-like adventure game with a very interesting world. At least as from my first impressions from playing the demo, which is available on Steam. I got very interested in the world, even though I'm not much of a Souls player. Now, my first impressions were that the combat is slightly more difficult than other games, and of course we have also the world is being a bit more mysterious. You don't know the story is told through various smaller NPCs and perhaps things you can find out in the world. And after a few hours and tries, or deaths, I guess you could call it, I'm impressed by this game. I'm actually impressed. As I said, I'm not much for Souls, but this roguelite elements intrigue me, and the Souls, well, I've gotten not too far in the game, but all that will depending on your gear. Now, I had some questions that I raised in a previous video I did, which featured this game. Progression after death was a question I raised to the developer. Actually, I reached out to the developer on their own Discord channel and asked about if there was any progression beyond death, because in this demo you don't get to see any of death. Let's take a look at the conversation right here. This is from early December last year, 2021, and you have me at the top there asking roguelite elements in the game. You have the random generated levels, but right now the demo doesn't feel completed, as death equals starting all over again with no sense of progression. Though I do enjoy the gameplay and the demo, and this is coming from someone who usually just ignores Souls-like games because of reasons. Then the developer Dimitri here responds with, "Hey Swippy, indeed you can look forward to more updates to the demo soon. Unfortunately, I would say that Guilt might not meet your expectations for meta progression roguelite mechanics. There will eventually be some unlockables and saved corpses / world contributions, but in general you will lose all your personal progress on death. I feel very strongly about this topic, so I can talk a lot about my issues with modern roguelites and meta progression. But I am unaware that this commitment to permadeath will lose us some fans and potentially many mainstream customers. I hope the fully released game will be rewarding enough to explore and master regardless of the punishment. Overcoming the challenges will be truly memorable. I can promise that much." And I respond with, "Dying and restarting is no issue for me, but I like the sense of progression through upgrades or unlocks that makes the next time different in more ways than just the level design. But it is certainly an interesting game, and I do love the gameplay actually. It's slow and more calculated than other roguelites or game overall these days, and the level and enemy design is just crazy in a good way. There will be a save feature like checkpoints or the like in the game though, right? As you lose all progression in the demo, I feel like I have to ask." Dimitri again answers with, "Sure, eventually there will be definitely be unlockable starting classes or factions, but these will be alternative challenges. The options available to a brand new player will likely be the simplest and most straightforward, so you will never unlock anything that would be a flat upgrade to your future runs. And thanks, look forward to a lot more creepy monsters." And when I say save feature like checkpoints or like in the game, I meant that when you quit the demo you feel all progression as well, so I'm guessing there will be a save feature or checkpoints that will allow you to actually continue from where you left off. And we have a quote here that I here that say, "Yes, there will be a way to save / load current run if you need to log off in the middle of a run, but true, that will always mean start from the beginning. That being said, there will likely be a new game plus eventually that will save a character that has beaten the game." So yes, that is great news, and I'm looking forward to that. Now, another post from the developer is from late November last year, where Dimitri again says, "Hey everyone, just wanted to make a quick post to cut the radio silence. We're currently working really hard to deliver as much as we can for early access spring next year." And indeed they did. They announced the game's release date just yesterday while I was working on this video. I've been working on this video for a short while, and they finally released the release date for the early access. It's on April 28th, next week also. Next week, well, I'm looking very much forward to that, and I will probably buy that on release date. I'm looking very much forward to trying it out. With this announcement also came a brand new trailer for the game that shows off some bosses and some enemies and a bunch of other things. And it looks really, really good to me, and I'm looking very much forward to playing that. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm looking very much forward to this, and I hope to see this game I hope to see this game reach its full potential, and I'm looking very much forward to this. Back to the original video and cut. Now, as for the game itself, as you can see in the gameplay here, it has a very unique and interesting style. It's very gothic, it's very dark. The music is just dark and brooding, and I love it. These enemy designs are very nice. The combat is also very nice, actually. It's a bit... The main thing from combat that I feel is lacking is... the characters feel stiff. The character you play as feel a bit stiff, but other than that, I do like it. Now, I am, of course, talking from a demo perspective, and I don't know how much they have updated the demo in terms of gameplay. The gameplay in the early access version could be very different. I don't know. We will just have to wait and see. Hopefully the game will be coming out in early access soon, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Well, that's all I have to say to talk about this game. It's been a short video, but I'm all for short videos. I could use more of that. I've been Swoopy92. Have a great life, and I hope to see you in future videos. Bye bye.